Thou shalt not do stupid things and then blame someone else or some company for your own stupidity. Voting for what you as an individual feel is the right thing. There's a point where you have to stand up and take care of yourself. Why can't we secure our borders? They don't want to address the real problem. We were providing health care, room and board for someone the state's going to execute. I just happen to think that we as a country, as a people, and as individuals, we can do a little bit better. Hi, I'm Sterling Hicks. I'm host of a new show called The Bougie Side, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about the show. It's a program about how each of us can make this country better. And really, I see there's three things on how we can do that. The first one is being responsible for our actions, which I think is pretty self-explanatory. But we'll get into that with the show. The second one is really being a better citizen and taking part in doing more things like voting and court duty, jury duty, and all those other things. The third one is voting your principles. And what I mean by voting your principles is not voting for what the most popular thing is or voting out for what has the most financial gain, but voting for what you as an individual feel is the right thing. I also think we need to take a look at how we treat each other in this country. I think there's a void in the understanding of the different races in this country. And what I mean by that is I believe there are fundamental ideas that are shared by the races in all social sectors. We have more things in common than not. From poor, rich, white, black, Hispanic, we have more things in common and we share the same values. We have pride in the same things. I've found that people of different races are genuinely interested in understanding each other. The problem is that we have never sat down to discuss our interests as rational human beings. We allow the stereotypes such as the irrational black person or the disinterested white person to keep those conversations from happening. And it's really a shame. As a nation, we could be so much stronger if we just took the time to see the similarities that really unite us. Now, I'll tell you, my objective with this show is not necessarily to come up with the answers, but to present them in a common fashion to where the average everyday person takes a look at it and can make an assessment on it. I'll tell you what, I've talked to a large number of people across this country with varying beliefs, and the common theme that I hear so much is that they just don't have confidence in the direction the United States is heading anymore. I'll tell you what, the only way to restore the public's faith in our system is to ask questions, make suggestions about how things are run, in the hopes that we will get some positive change for everybody. And one thing I want to make sure that is perfectly clear. A lot of guys that come and do these type of things that I'm doing come out and say, well, I speak for all black people and you need to listen to me because that's what everybody else is thinking. No, I can only speak for myself. However, I'm willing to go out on a limb and say that there are black people, white people, Hispanic people, poor and rich, that have the exact same questions or opinions that I do. On the bougie side, you may even gain some insight or even form your opinion that doesn't necessarily go along with what I'm saying. And that's the beauty of living in the United States. You can openly disagree and you won't get persecuted too much. Now, I'm saying a lot of things that are kind of negative and against, we're not doing things right. But make no mistake. I think the United States is the best country on the planet. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else. I just happen to think that we as a country, as a people, and as individuals, we can do a little bit better. So join me each week on the Bougie Side, right here on your public access channel. And that's how I see it. Thanks for watching. We need to help protect and support the people that defend and protect us. You take the money away from your own kids to rebuild someone else's country. How can a convicted criminal have it better than the ordinary working person? The U.S. right now is so determined to include everyone, it forgets the people who are here. Somehow the brightest minds in government thought of this plan. Has anyone from the White House or Congress taken a look at minority test scores? Make no mistake. I think the United States is the best country on the planet.